Good morning. I guess I should have been paying attention as I hit go live. Happy Sunday. It looks like Fiona has already found her way onto my mat. Oh, there she goes. Oh, I'll wait for some of you to stretch your bones and find your way to your mat. I know we're a little bit earlier this morning. I've got some things I need to take care of, so here we are. At least here I am, and hopefully you as well. I did share the playlist this morning on the group page. I did a class, I don't know, whatever day. It was super nice and beautiful and sunny, and I did it outside, and I was so excited to do it outside. And they didn't just mute us, they deleted us. So I'm going to be really careful with music because I want these to be available for you guys. Not just when they're live, but when you need them. And so if you want to grab the playlist, if you're going to play it, it's a good time. Just get it close to you. If you're using your phone to watch me, I don't know if it will work or not. And if you have a computer and a phone, I prefer you flip your phone over. I've always believed yoga without a phone is better yoga. It's a distraction like so many things in our life, even when it's just within our reach, when we're not just looking at it. It has our attention. So, all right, we are going to start this morning in child's pose. So if you found your mat and you want to find that child's pose, and then if you want to grab that musical instrument, and we'll start it in 3, 2, and 1. I did a class yesterday. They didn't have music on, and I played my own along. That is always an option as well. Now you get a little more preference, not just in your postures, but in your playlist. So from that child's pose, if you are there or making your way there, settling that forehead towards the floor, just let your body become heavy to start. We'll have lots of time of moving our bodies. We'll have plenty of time of creating length and space, plenty of time of rooting, but for right now, I would love for you to just be. Just be on your mat. Just check into how you're doing. And know that it doesn't matter what you find. The goal is to just be aware and to be okay with whatever we find. To know that whatever it is, we'll work our way through it. We'll come out on the other side. Notice that need to fuss and fix. Just breathe. Whether that breath is slow and deep or shallow and short, it's the breath you woke up with on your Sunday morning. And then start to scan the body before changing the breath. How is the back, your shoulders, your jaw? What does it feel like in your heart space? And expanding from that space out. What does it feel like in your belly? Our bodies are telling us things we need to know, not always things we want to know. We have friends that will tell us things we need to know, not always what we wanted to hear. Are we eating well? Are we moving our bodies? Do we have tension in our jaw and our head from worry? Is that heart contracted for the same reason? Take a deep breath in through your nose. Fill up with air. Fill up with oxygen. Fill up with love. And then open your mouth. Exhale. Let it all the way out. And then again, that inhale is through the nose, slow, deep. Take your time to fill the nooks and crannies. Love, energy, peace. Open your mouth, exhale the things you no longer need. And then one more time, inhale, breathe it in. Hold it, and then let it go. Staying low to the floor, start to walk your hands to the right side of your mat. And as you walk those hands to the right, keeping those hips settled towards your heels, starting to breathe a little extra breath into one side of the body. And if you've walked the hands right, relaxing your left shoulder. Being aware of that length you've brought to that left side of your body from your hip bone to your hand. Breathe. You're still on one side, waiting for what's next. We're just simply being and breathing. There's a difference between being on purpose, being still with intention, and being still because we're afraid to move. That adrenaline system has caused freeze in our bodies. Walk your hands through center and slowly make their way over to the left. And it is perfectly fine to take slow, low, easy days, as long as your intention is there to heal. That intention is there to help your body, to help you through this. Breathing from that right hip bone up through your right fingers, softening that right shoulder. And then when you're ready, you're going to walk those hands to center, finding your tabletop, finding your hands and knees. Pressing those palms in. Close your eyes and press some earth away, some earth beneath your hands, some earth beneath you, through the tops of your feet. I stress that every time now that we're on camera and I'm always here with you, so hopefully we've all got that now. And then look just a few inches in front of your fingers. So you're not looking up. Your head's not dropped down. The back of your neck is long. Press through the circles of your palms. Feel that space around your heart here. Your heart does not just shine the front of your body. It's not a one-dimensional item. It's not two-dimensional, it's dimensional all the way around. Feel the sides, feel the back of your heart underneath your shoulder blades. And then we're going to rock halfway back towards that child's pose, but cutting ourselves short, just shy of it. Rock forward, shoulders past your hand. Rocking back and forward, keeping that low belly drawn up and in. Two more times. Warming up your hips. Shoulders are back over our wrists. Our hips are back over those knees. We'll tuck our toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Take a look underneath the left armpit. And then take a look underneath the right. Look back between the knees, straight and strong legs, pushing through your palms. Breathe. And then we're going to walk the feet slow, super small steps. those feet all the way up to your hands. We don't want to rush transitions. Sometimes we just have to take our time. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, come halfway up, just like before. Exhale, fold it in. That magic in threes, one more time, halfway up. Exhale, fold. We're going to walk our hands to the outside of that right foot. Take a look over your shoulder. If the floor is far away, you have options. You can bend the knees to bring your fingers down, or you can use those hands outside the leg. And then walking your hands over to the other side. When you get there, look over that left shoulder. Walking your hands back to center. Put a little cushion in those knees. Soften, press through your feet on an inhale. Rise and reach up. Exhale, hands through heart. Palms pressing together, elbows out to the side. Shoulder blades down your back. Bring your hands down beside you. Turn those palms forward so the thumbs turn out. That heart space I keep mentioning, breathe big. Like a Superman breath, Superwoman breath, right into your big, brave heart. Stretch arms, strong arms, so they're not lazy noodles next to you. Those fingertips reaching for the floor, knowing they'll never touch, but reaching anyway. We're going to drop the left ear towards the left shoulder. Keep those fingertips reaching to the floor. Inhale, head through center. Drop the right. Well, I don't know which side you're on, right or left. Breathe. And lift the head through center. Interlace the hands behind your back. Open up the heart. If your feet are really close, maybe put a little space between those feet. Open the chest and fold. Slow. Lead with your heart. Don't just dive into that fold. Maybe hands come away from the hips. Maybe that chin moves a little closer to your chest. Press through the balls and heels of your feet, being very light on your toes, maybe even lifting them off the ground. Slow, bring those hands all the way down. Leave your left fingers low, soften your left knee, reach your right arm up. Exhale, bring your right hand down. Inhale, left arm lifts. Beautiful, bring the left hand down. Soften the knees. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, bring hands to heart. You're going to keep those palms pressed together, but this time take them back overhead. Interlace the last three fingers, those Charlie's Angels hands, so they're like these pointed fingers. I don't know if we can see. Reaching up. Take a bend to the right. Take a look up underneath that left armpit here, past your bicep. And then take a look down, see if you can find that right heel. Inhale, center, and lean it to your left. Breathe. Looking up underneath that right bicep. And then looking down, looking for the left heel. Inhale, come back through center. We're going to interlace all the fingers overhead. Flip your palms up towards the sky. Maybe you press the hips forward. Maybe you lift the heart up. And then as you unlace those fingers, swan dive, fold in. Leave that left hand low. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Bring that right hand down. Inhale, up with the left. Bring the left hand down. Bring those toes back close. And we're going to lift the right leg up behind us. So you've got standing splits. Maybe you stay on fingers and stay looking forward. Maybe you're warm enough to dive in. Breathe. We're going to take this right knee, tuck it behind the left, squeeze. Inhale, open. Exhale, tuck it behind. Inhale, open. One more time, squeeze it in. Inhale, lift it up. We're taking this lifted foot, the right foot, step it all the way to the back of your mat and lower the knee down. You've got this lunge working here. Reach the arms up. And I wish I was turned the other way, but that's okay. So the left knee is forward. Bring the left hand, hold the belly. Reach up with the right hand. And if you look up, you can see your palm. Your palm's not forward, your palm's not backwards. Your palms would clap up overhead. Engage your glutes. So you're not just leaning in, trusting the hip flexors. Engage the glutes. Squeeze your butt. Keeping it squeezed, lean in, and the thumb is going to reach back. Breathe. So it's really active. And then bring the right hand down. Inhale, reach that left arm up. Beautiful. Let's take a couple circles with that lifted arm. Working some energy, some tension out of the shoulder. And then bring the left hand down. Tuck your back toes. Lifting the right knee off the ground. We're going to step the right foot forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold in. Rooted in your feet. On an inhale, reach up, get tall. Exhale, hands to heart. Bring those hands beside you. Those stretch arms, strong arms. Fingers reach down. Heart lifts. Feet root. You grow a little taller. Bring the hands behind your back. Open up the chest. If you want to put some space between your feet, fold it in. Breathe. We're going to slowly, carefully bring the hands down. Leave the left hand low. Reach the right arm up. Right hand lowers. Inhale, left arm lifts. Left hand lowers. We're going to lift that left leg up this time. So we're in those standing splits. Maybe up on fingers, still looking out in front. Maybe ready to sink in. And then we're taking 3 curtsies so that left knee tucks behind the right. Inhale in. Exhale, you squeeze it in. Inhale, lift it up. One more round. Breathe. A little heat, energy in the backs of those strong legs. That left foot steps all the way to the back of the mat. Lower the knee down. So we're back in this low kneeling lunge. Come on up. We can start off both arms overhead. But then you've got the right knee forward, so we bring the right knee down. So the arm up is the same as our back leg. The palm is facing towards the midline of the body, not in front of or behind you. Engage the glutes. Lean in, keeping those glutes engaged, reaching back with your thumb. Breathe. And then we'll bring the left hand down. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Take some circles with that lifted arm, finding your range of motion. If it feels better to go in one direction than the other, find what feels good. And we'll lower the hands down. Tuck your back toes. Let that left knee lift. Take a pause. Press through your back heel. Root in through this front foot. Engage through those inner thighs. And then we're stepping the left foot forward. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold it in. Rooted strong through your feet. Inhale, rise and reach up. Exhale, hands down through heart. Keeping those palms pressed together. Stretch the arms overhead. Those Charlie's Angels hands. Take a bend to your right. Take that first look up. And then take a look down. Inhale, center. Leaning to the left. Checking out both directions, up above and down below. Inhale, coming up. Breathe. Maybe you interlace those fingers and press your palms up. Maybe it's some standing heart opener that feels good for you. Exhale, swan dive, fold it in. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands, step back, top of a push-up from your toes or your knees. Lowering halfway down, no belly flops on our Sunday morning. Lower, and then press and lift the heart. Exhale, down dog. When you find your down dog, take a deep breath in through the nose. Open your mouth, exhale, let that breath out. Again, take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it out. Just making sure all is well. Beautiful. On an inhale, we're going to lift the right leg. Wiggle the ankle. Check out that three-legged dog. Beautiful. And then we're going to walk our hands to the back of the mat. So now we've got those standing splits. Back on the left foot. Breathe. We're going to take those 3 curtsies, tucking the right knee behind. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale. Inhale. The breath is long, so your movements feel slow. Beautiful. We're going to take this lifted foot, step it behind. So you're going pinky toe to pinky toe. Those legs are crossed. And fold it in. Breathe. The position your body is in, the comfort or discomfort you seek, know these things are on you. Where do you seek comfort? Where do you go? What do you do? Is it serving you well? We're going to take the foot that's behind that right leg that was lifted, lift it up again. Walk the hands forward. You're following those hands, bringing that right foot all the way up. This time staying off that back knee, so we've got those runner's lunge legs. Inhale, reach up. Glutes engaged, heel pressing back. Hips squared off, and those palms facing one another over your head. Beautiful. We're going to bring the arms out to T, warrior 2. Stretching those arms long, active. Not heavy and waiting. Stretching, reaching, breathe. Flip the palms up. And just wait and feel the shoulders there. Beautiful. Flip the palms down. Inhale, straighten your leg. This is going to be what we really play with this morning. Reach past your toes. So it's not here, triangle. I want you to reach, lengthen the body on the top, lengthen underneath. Tuck that right hip underneath the left as far as you can go, and then take that reach down. And that arm just comes up because it's like a pendulum with those arms. Breathe. Press in through the balls of both feet. Engage those inner thighs. Stronger than you think, braver than you know. We're moving from here into reverse. You're going to bend the right knee. Take the right arm all the way up. Breathe. The first time you do that transition feels a little awkward. Once you have it, it's one of my favorites. Bring the arms back to T. Straighten the legs. Turn all 10 toes at the long edge of your mat. Exhale, fold it in. Breathe. We're going to be here for 5 or 6 breaths. So maybe there are 5 or 6 breaths to hang out. Maybe you want to twist. Maybe there's something else right here waiting for just you. Just like this practice, no one can do this for you. You can read about it, you can watch about it now. You can even sit on your mat and listen and watch. But no one's going to do this practice for you. No one's going to do what we're doing right now for you. How you do it is up to you. We're going to walk our hands to the back of the mat. So we're turning that lunge to the left knee. We're going to lower the right knee down. Now this is familiar. We've been here, reaching up. Whee. So the left hand comes down. Maybe it's on the knee. Maybe it's across the belly. That right arm's reaching up. Glutes are engaged. That arm reaching up is reaching. I want you fully engaged. As you squeeze the glutes, lean into the hips, reach back with your thumb. And then bring the right hand down. Inhale, left arm lifts. Bringing the left hand down. Tuck the back toes. Lift the right knee up. We're stepping this right foot forward. Inhale halfway. We're going to bend those knees and find our chair, reaching the arms up. Breathe. Now I'm going to give an option, depending on how you're feeling on your Sunday morning. Maybe you want to stay right here and breathe. If you're looking for an option, you're going to lower down. You're going to come into your boat. You're going to rock back. And come right back into your chair. If you're like, the hell I am, just see what happens if you start lowering your chair. And then you're like, oh, well, this isn't so bad. Maybe I can lower my seat. Oh, well, this isn't so bad. Maybe I can rock backward, because who doesn't like that? And then rock up. Breathe. Smile. Whatever just happened on your mat is exactly as it was meant to be. Stand up tall, reach up high, and fold it in. Inhale halfway. Plant your hands, step back your 10 toes from your toes or your knees. Exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathe. Nose to nose breath. We're going to lift the left leg up and start to walk your fingers towards your right toes. So we're moving to the back of our mat. Back and front of our mat are relative. Don't worry. If your right foot is down and your left foot is high, you're where you need to be. Those 3 curtsies, squeeze it in. And lift it up. Breathe. Exhale, tucks. Inhale, extends. One more time. And then we're bringing those pinky toes together. So left leg crosses behind the right. Folding it in. Breathe. One more full breath. And the back leg is coming back up behind us. Hands walk forward. Taking that left foot, step it all the way up. Stay on the ball of your back foot. Lunged into your left knee. Reaching those arms up. Crescent warrior. Breathe. No one can do this for you. If you fall, only you pick yourself up. Breathe. Open up, warrior two. Reaching out through the fingers, looking past the left. Flipping the palms up. Stay there to feel it. If your booty's flaring out behind you, engage through that pelvic floor. Draw yourself in strong to center. Flip the palms back down. Inhale, we're straightening that left leg. You're gonna reach, reach, reach. $1 million on that wall, not on the floor. And then tip. Breathe. Press through the feet. Engage through inner thighs. And then we're moving from here into our reverse. Bend the left knee. Reach up with that left arm. Come back through T arms. Straighten the legs. Turn your toes to the long edge. And fold it in. One more breath. And then we're walking our hands to the right foot. So I think that's the original front side of our mat. Lowering your left knee down. Inhale, reaching those arms up. Whee. Bringing the right hand down, keeping that left arm up. Palm facing the midline of your body. Glutes engaged as you lean in and reach back. Breathe. And then bringing your left hand to the floor. Inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky. Nice. Bring the hand down. Tuck the back toes. Let that knee lift. We're going to step the left foot up to meet the right. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Rooted in your feet on an inhale, rise, reach up tall. Exhale, bring hands to heart, press palm to palm, close your eyes. Root into your feet. Relax down through your shoulders and be brave through your heart. Does your breath have sound? That slight, gentle constriction at the back of your throat that gives you that victorious I will win sound. And next, inhale. We'll bend the knees, reach those fingertips towards the floor, and then keep in your seat. Reach the arms up, Utkatasana. And another chance to play. Maybe playing means holding here, looking down, finding your toes, engaging your bandhas. Maybe it means lowering, getting out on your boat, rolling onto your back, and rocking up to your feet. Breathe. 3 more breaths, whether you're staying on your feet or rolling to the floor. Inhale, stand up, reach up, exhale, fold it in. Beautiful, looking up, planting your hands, stepping your toes back, vinyasa, lower through chaturanga. Inhale. Inhale through up dog. Exhale, down dog into child's pose. When you come to that child's pose, come to your breath, nose to nose breath. Slow, steady, reassuring. Three more breaths. Whatever your expectation was just moments ago. Inhale, come on up, tabletop, hands and knees. Take that rock front and back. And then when you come through that center strong table, inhale, lift the chin and chest, look up. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your tailbone, tuck your chin. Inhale, heart lifts, sit bones lift. Exhale, round and squeeze. Slowing it down to almost one vertebrae at a time. So it's not a club thumping move with your back. It's this slow, almost sensual movement from the base of the spine all the way up through the head. Last one. We'll meet in our downward facing dog. Don't rush just because you've heard the words. Inhale, right leg lifts. Walk your fingers back towards your toes. 3 times, matching your breath. The exhales contract. They squeeze the knee in. Inhale, open. Feel how different this is now than that first one you took. Maybe you're more stable on your feet. Maybe your hamstring not as rebellious as it was. We're going to walk the hands forward. We're leaving out that long forward fold at the back. We're going to take that right foot, bring it all the way up to the front. Stand the ball of the back foot. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, open, warrior 2. Just one time through, moving a little bit faster. Inhale, straightening the leg. Reach and tip. Look up. Breathe. Next inhale, and your inhale breath, reverse warrior. Nice. Bring the arms to T. Straighten the legs. Turn the toes at the long edge. Fold it in. In this forward fold, staying here, 2 straight, strong legs. Come up to fingertips. Look up. Hello. Exhale, fold in. Walk your hands to the back of your mat. Turn that lunge to the left. Lower the knee. Inhale, reaching up. That left hand comes down to settle on the thigh or rest on your belly. Glutes engage, squeeze. Lean in, keeping them so that line, instead of it going like this into a big arch, when we engage the glutes, we keep that straight line. Bring the hand down. Maybe you're taking this dragonfly twist just as we've been. Maybe you want to bend or tuck the toes and straighten the leg here. Bring hand down. If the knee is still down, tucking the right toes now and bringing the knee up. We'll step the right foot up to meet the left. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Think hinge in your hips so it folds the belly closer to your lap. On an inhale, rise, reach your arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. An inhale breath reaches the fingertips down and brings us into chair. 3 breaths in chair, so it's time for 1 if you want it. Nice. Inhale, stand up tall, reach up high. Exhale, fold it in. Halfway lift. Plant the hands, step back with your toes, top of a push-up, taking your vinyasa from your toes or your knees. Inhale that belly back bend. Exhale, down dog. Take a deep breath in. We've got the left side, the last round. Breathe in. Exhale out. Inhale, left leg lift. Walking your fingers to the back of your mat. 3 curtsies, squeezing the knee on an exhale. Lifting that long leg on an inhale. And then when we walk the hands forward, that left leg will follow. Coming into your crescent lunge, reaching the arms up. Breathe, shoulder blades down, open up, warrior 2. Inhale, straighten the left leg, reach, tip. Find your breath, feel your balance, reverse warrior. Bring your arms to T, straighten and fold. So close, but close doesn't mean we're done. Close is when we stay. Close is when our determination gets stronger, not weaker. Walk your hands to the right foot. Lower the left knee down. Inhale, reaching up. Bringing that right hand to your thigh or across your belly. Engage the glutes to keep the hips from collapsing in. Reach back with your thumb. Maybe look up where your wall and ceiling meet. And then bringing the left hand down. Reaching that right arm up. Maybe you're going to stay in that kneeling dragonfly. Maybe you tuck the back toes and lift the knee. Bringing the hand down. Step your left foot up to meet your right. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, folding in. Heel toe your feet about shoulders distance wide. And then we're going to lower down the hips into that yoga squat. Hands to heart. Strong, beautiful breath. Nice. And then bring your hands behind you and come down to your seat. Soles of your feet, I'm turning just for you. You can stay long ways on your mat. Soles of your feet together. Sitting up nice and tall. Maybe you prefer to stay in this upright seat. Maybe you'd prefer to take a lean in. And maybe that lean is active And you're breathing length into that tight low back. Maybe you're just ready to let go. And the shoulders round and the head bows in. Wherever you are, know your intention for being there. If we're completely relaxed, if we're letting go, understand that's why you chose it. Breathe. Practicing extending our staying power, extending our patience, being okay in uncomfortable, edgier places, being okay in places that aren't so edgy, but the edginess is because there's not enough happening for our overstimulated minds. And knowing that just as our own needs change from moment to moment, 1 hour we need a rest, the next hour we're feeling edgy and restless. Know the people around not on our same pattern, not on our same schedule. So as we acknowledge our own fluctuations, be conscious of others. Inhale, coming up. Beautiful. So what we're going to do next is similar to pigeon. It's similar to deer pose. So I'm going to come a little closer and see if we can show you this well. So this front right shin is going to be parallel across the front of your mat. And this back leg. So it's like two 90-degree angles. You've got, well, more than that. Your hips, your knee, this hip, this knee. Just taking a moment to settle into those hips. And then when we reach forward, we're going to reach with the opposite arm. So you've got the right knee down. Reach forward with the left. Let that right elbow settle next to your knee. So one arm is bent. I'm going to turn this way, maybe you can see the arms. This arm is bent, and this arm is reaching. And then again, it's easy to just, not saying the pose is easy, but it's easy to just be and breathe and wait. But for 5 moments, not 5 breaths, that's way too long, but a count of 5, we're going to press. It's not going to move, and you're not going to see any movement. But imagine there's a little ball or a grape underneath this right knee, and you're going to push it down towards the floor and push and push and push. You should really feel that right hip, and then release. I'm going to slide both hands underneath the shoulders, setting ourselves up. Keep that right leg just as is. Bring your left leg around to the front, putting your right foot inside your left thigh, like that number 4 tree pose, reaching the arms up. Take a little extra effort. Really square off towards your long leg. Pull your belly button up, and then fold in. Breathe. Maybe wherever that fold in for you stops, you pause right there and you take another inhale, get length again. And then drop. And know you can take those breaths, those real big breaths for length, anytime you need. Pressing that left hamstring down towards the floor. Don't hyperextend the knee, but press through your left heel and feel that left hamstring move towards the floor. Inhale, slow. Use your hands to walk back, to sit up. We'll straighten out both legs, giving those hips a rest. And then we'll come to that 90-degree pigeon type, deer type pose. So this right leg is coming behind. That left leg is coming across. So in pigeon, you'll often hear teachers talk about the shin parallel to the front of your mat, which isn't available for most bodies, at least not most of the time. So once you've got this, take a moment so your hips can know where you are and what's expected. And then as you come forward, that left elbow comes down and the right arm reaches away. And then once you feel like you've got something working, that left knee pushes towards the floor, squishing that grape underneath. One more push, and then relax. Breathe. Slowly using your hands to walk back to sit up. That left leg will stay just as is. Bring this right leg around to the front. Left foot inside your right thigh. Reaching up. That little adjustment towards your long leg. Pulling up underneath the belly button. Leaning forward. Leaning, leaning, leaning. And then maybe playing with your breath, feeling how that breath influences sensation. Pressing out through your right heel, pushing that right hamstring towards the floor. Breathe. Nothing pushing so hard that we can no longer control our breath. Two more breaths. And then you'll slowly start to walk the fingers in to sit yourself up tall, stretching those legs out long. Nice. And then we'll bend the knees, plant the feet. Wrap your arms around your shins. Drop your forehead towards your knees. Breathe. Just breathe. Patience. Self-trust. Self-care. And just as no one can do this practice for you, this self-responsibility of how you respond, that awareness of your intentions, And that deeper awareness of you will give you a heightened awareness and empathy and compassion for those that you may be stuck with. Slowly lifting your head, straightening out your legs, reaching those arms out in front like you're holding a big beach ball. Wouldn't that be great? Rolling, rolling, rolling to your back, reaching those arms behind your head, long from your fingers to your toes. On an exhale, bring just the right knee in for a squeeze. And then on an inhale, grow long, stretch the arms back, stretch the legs long, and then bring that left knee in for a squeeze. And then extend the arms back, extend those legs long, and bring both knees in for a squeeze. About 5 breaths right here. Maybe it's just another squeeze, another reminder of self-care. Dropping the arms out to that wide T, letting your knees travel to the right, finding that spinal twist. It's easy to commit to ourselves when things are hard, when pressure's on, when we have deadlines to meet. It's much more challenging to commit to ourselves when we're on our own schedule, when things don't feel urgent, when we don't know how long things will last. We feel like we have time. Bring your knees up through center, and then slowly let them take that gentle fall to the left. It's during those times, those uncertain unknowns, where we really need to show up for ourselves and for one another. Give ourselves purpose. Bring your knees back to center. Give yourself a squeeze. And as Patanjali says, practice and all is coming. So we don't know what is coming. So in this time, during this unknown, this is when we practice. So that whatever's coming, we're prepared, we're ready. Stretch your legs out long. Let your arms come down beside you to rest. Feel your hands and feet get heavier with your exhales. Feel that little sense of urgency that may come up and acknowledge it. It's okay to notice it. It doesn't mean you have to respond. You can feel that nervousness that comes up. It's okay, you don't have to respond. You can take a deep breath in and let that big sigh come out loud and easy. And know you don't need to hold on, and you will be okay. You can rest. That is a part of our practice. Learning how to be still. Being okay in our own stillness. And we're okay in that stillness because we know we're strong. Because we already know we can go through the hard things. alone in this space of the unknown, which is actually a blessing. Usually there's someone, somewhere, some book we can read to tell us what it will be next. We are all in this limbo, this unknown together. Take heart in that. And know that your practice, not just your yoga practice, but how you're spending your days, are how you will see yourself out on the other side, how you will show up to show others on the other side. Take a deep breath in. Open up your mouth, exhale, let it out. Press your thumb against the pad of each finger one by one. The patience it takes to not take them all on at one time. Wiggle your toes and circle your ankles. And when you're ready, stretch out long, 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 fingers to toes, a nice Sunday morning stretch. Take another deep breath in. Hold it so we can all get our breath, and then exhale together, let it go. Bring your knees in, give yourself a squeeze. Know the discipline it takes to stay and show up on your mat. Give yourself credit for that. Bring yourself up to your seat. Bring your hands to heart. It'd be a lot harder to quarter of the way through practice, 3/4 of the way through practice, for Shavasana, just get up and walk out of the room. It's different when no one is watching, when it's us against ourselves, or maybe it's us for ourselves. Be your best cheerleader. Be the voice in your head that brings you back again. Thank you so much for sharing your Sunday morning with me. Have a beautiful day. Namaste. I miss you all.